Hello, tackle technicians, and welcome to this edition. Today, we're going to discuss and actually going to show you how to apply a water slide decal to your lure. This lure here, as you see, it's not painted. This is beyond or before we're doing anything with it. We're making keychains for this gentleman named Chance Stanley out of Tupelo, Mississippi. As a touring musician throughout the continental U.S., check him out sometime. Chance Stanley does country music. Fantastic young man. But the first thing we do is I will actually show you in another video how to make your water slides and to cut them out and what have you. Pretty easy process, but it takes a little bit. I use a Cricut cutter. Makes it a world of difference. But the first thing I want to do is I want to prep this lure. Now we're going to paint it after we actually have to put the applique on there, because on these keychains he wants the holographic to be exposed, so it's going to be exposed so you can see his name flashing, and his actual logo will be on the opposite side. First, you want to make sure you clean all the oils off of it. You can use I'll get here in a minute. You can use rubbing alcohol, which I do not recommend. It does have some oils in it. If you look at it, it's not pure, like 70% alcohol or 90% alcohol. Use denatured alcohol. Don't use acetone. It'll craze that. What I normally use, what I prefer to use, is glass cleaner from Sprayway. It's ammonia-free. Automotive painters, custom car painters, they actually use that to prep, to get all the oils off of it. So I figure if it works on a daggone $20,000 paint job, it'll work on a $15 lure or whatever. So basically what I want to do is start off with, I use a little warm water. You can use cool water, but I like the warm water. And all you do is basically set your decal, your slide in there, and just let it soak for just a few minutes. It doesn't take all that long. Now this water has kind of cooled down a little bit, because this is probably my third or fourth time trying to record this video, between the dogs and airplanes or helicopters flying by. We're close to Fort Knox. But basically, what I'll do is I'll let it soak there for a little bit, and we're going to test it to see. We'll put a little water on the lure itself to make it slide a little easier. And then, oh, look at that. It slides right off of there. Now, I'll put that to the side. I'll position it. Now, what I'll do is I'll take and I'll hold one corner with my thumb. At least I'm going to pull this down a little bit more. I normally pull it, just be gentle. I'll hold it in the corner with one thumb, and then I'll take my cotton swab, and I'll just wipe all the water out and all those wrinkles out. And what that'll do is it's just kind of like a regular decal that you apply in your car, and that way you're not putting any more excessive force on it, just a little bit, and then getting those wrinkles out, hopefully, out of your decal. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do this at an angle, so it's kind of hard to see. And then what's kind of tough is with this thing glowing, you get a lot of different highlights. You might want to change to the other side of your cotton swab, because it will collect a little moisture in there, and basically work all that out. And then what I'll do is I'll take one of my blue rags, and I'll wipe it down further to get the rest of it out. And that way it's in place. And then there you go. It's set and ready to go. Now I'll put them aside, and I know I'm put a little piece of wax paper down, just because I don't want to have any foreign materials get into it, because I got to do the other side. And then a lot of times what I'll do is I'll lay these out on that wax paper or parchment paper, let them dry, and a lot of times you can take them and you can stick them right back over top of it. Put just a little bit of moisture on there and stick over top of your water slide, and you can actually paint your lure with that on there, and then come back and remove it. And a lot of guys will take a little bit of just little glue, little white glue, Elmer's glue, or something's water soluble, and you can stick it on there. I just use my airbrush, and I paint around the entire thing, because I got several airbrushes that go really fine detail, like my Sotar 2020 from Badger. But anyway, I just want to do that, and that's way. This is kind of show you how we can you can put your little water slides on there, and of course I've got these here. I still got to put my name on, which I put them on the bottoms, what have you. And I might do a video of painting one of these little things here one of these days. I'm not too sure. I'd rather do a little how-tos of painting. There's so many people out there who paint. But if you want to see how I paint some of these lures, or even some of like the my spinnerbait heads or buzzbait heads, jigs, whatever. Mention in the comments. Send me an email. It's tackletactician@gmail.com. And like I said, we still have the Evolution Lures website up. We're just going to use that to put on some of the lures that we painted up for sale. They might be onesies or twosies or threesies, something like that. So might even do a video later down the line on how we do a holographic on some of the spinnerbait heads. So might do that. But anyhow, just want any questions or have any questions, what have you, send me in the comments, or send me an email. Also, you can find us on Facebook, Tackle Tactician, at Lure Build. You can, I think Lure Maker, I think. That might be Lure Builder, I'm not too sure. But find us on Facebook. You can find us on Facebook with Evolution Lures as well. So, anyhow, thank you, and hope this kind of gives you a little tidbit, and then once we get to the point where we get them all painted up, whatever, I might even show you how I paint these, because these are a little bit different. I really don't use an airbrush too much, maybe just for the base coat, and that's about it. So a little bit different technique, give that marbling technique. So if you can, thank you for checking in. Go ahead, and if you don't like this video, subscribe, hit the like button, share it to your friends, ask questions. That's what we're here for, and I got a lot of content I like to do, but just have to get started. Thank you again for tuning in to the Tackle Tactician.